Hey guys, I'm Gent on occasion, and today, territory expansion. Let's expand a territory. And we'll do it really well. Kill me. Let's go. We really don't need more architect fragments. We just don't. We just don't. We have so many. And, I mean, well, Blaze is going to get upgraded soon, hopefully. So, I don't know. I think I might just get more units, perhaps. Should we do nothing? Let's do nothing. Now, let's see. I obviously want a bunch of servitors, because that's Rose's thing. It would also be nice to get one of these two. Let's go for the one with the big guns, because I think these are so much better than the just two pew-pews. The two pew-pews aren't bad, but just like the AoE damage you can do, it's just perfect to use these as a, you know, as like a grenade or something. They just seem to be much better suited for that. Now, these rangers are leveled up. So they have a bit of defense. Extra HP, maybe? No. No? Yes? No? Oh, I think they have one extra movement and one extra defense, I think, is their two upgrades. Which is fine. Not too bad. Yeah, looking at everything else that's leveled up. I mean, the Sicarian Rust Stalkers are pretty cool. With their 2 defense. They're like rangers so good for guaranteeing cognition. You know what? I think I'm going to go with Cataphront Destroyer, Sicarian Rust Stalkers, and Servitors. I think I'm going to do that. Oh, we have one left, so I can get an Electro Priest as well. We could do the Lightning one, because actually, those gauntlets are really good for finishing off like a handful of enemies if the Cataphront Destroyer hasn't been able to wipe them out. I think that'll make them very good. So we're going very melee heavy, and then like an artillery piece, which I think is pretty cool. So we'll have Row run out, provoke a lot of enemies. Servitors should get us loads of cognition. They get 1 cognition just by ending their turn, which is good. And we have quite decent defense on these guys that can hopefully get a bunch of kills in. But, I mean, we'll see. This is a bit of a weird one, but I think it'll be exciting. I think it'll be fun. And, you know, this is yet another optional mission. I really just wanted to crack on with the story, so we may as well try and mix it up as best we can. Of course we have... I mean, it's such a weird force, just mostly servitors. But, I mean, they're good. They're good with Row. Say the prayer of firing and curse the target. Do this rapidly. Did we just have a loading screen? They walked forward, then we had a loading screen. What a waste. Anyway, we're here. Kill all enemy units. I can do that. I can do that. Oh, for God's sake, these jerks. The Trike Praetorians, just... Oh, I just hate them. They're so annoying. Like, they're really tedious. Because it's just like, oh no, we can just kill you, actually. Thanks. Cool. That's great. Thanks, fellas. I don't really want Row to be like... Oh, if I move him here, then these two are probably both going to dive on top of him and kill him. But I really want some other, like, Rust Stalkers or something over here that might be able to reach these guys. Now this guy's going to land right in the middle and take out 3 of them, right? And damage 3. And there's nothing I can really do about that if he gets to go first, so we need to get... I mean, Servitor with Run might be able to do it. If I deploy... Alright, you know what? If I do that, and I have the Cataphront Destroyer here, maybe he can hit these guys and blow this up too. It won't hit that guy, but we might be able to take out those two, so we don't have to worry about him as much. And then these 2 Servitors can hopefully... I mean, they're probably just going to get attacked, and we'll lose one on the first turn, probably. Ugh, hate it. Hate it so much. I mean, you can just start, is the thing. We can just start and have fewer people act on the first turn. I mean, is that a smart move? Because it might be, you know? It might be. I mean, the Rust Stalker, I think they have, like, infinite... Or do they? No, that's a thing they need to have for a level up. I was going to say they have infinite... attacks of opportunity. But no. Oh, I hate it so much. Another servitor, maybe? Just another servitor? If I put them there, they can damage 4 people at once. If I put them there, it'll be 3 or 3. Or, yeah, 3 or 3 or 3, basically. Or 2 if they want, but, you know, they'll probably aim for 3 people. Which means we need to move one of these on turn 1. So we can hopefully pin him down a bit. God, it sucks. And then these guys... I mean, he might actually attack the Catapult Destroyer. And if he gets us in melee... if he stands there, then Ro's not going to be able to get close enough to attack. It's going to be so annoying. Just, they're the worst unit in the game. They make the game less fun. Because you can't react to them. You just have to get attacked by them. And they can often kill you on the first turn. And so it's just like... There's no counterplay. There's nothing you can do to prevent that. So it just sucks. And I find that so annoying. Like, it is so frustrating. So this guy, I mean... He might go first. If I deploy there, he's just going to attack me, isn't he? Is that okay, though? Should I just put a servitor over there? And I'll put someone else over here? Maybe another servitor? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. Ugh. I don't know. Alright, they start with him, which is interesting. I hate how much damage he was able to do so quickly. That makes me feel real bad. Now, I can get over here. So I will, I guess. I can either cleave to try and hit them both, or I can just go all in on trying to kill the Praetorian, which I think I need to do. This flayed one might wreck us, which is a shame. Alright, we did 2 damage. That sucks. I'll start getting a data acquire up. Alright, Necron Warrior again. Interesting. Alright, so we know he's going to go soon. Can these guys deal with him, though? I do want to have these guys spread out before he gets a go. But I think I just want to blast these guys. So I think I will. So I'm not going to be able to kill that guy in a single hit, is the thing. I can't kill him in a single hit. If he was closer to this thing, then yeah, probably could do that. That'd be really cool. But as it stands, I think I just need to get in range with the giant AoE. Though, do I want to do the smaller AoE instead? If I do the smaller AoE... Actually, if I move further forward, I can reach that Necron Warrior with the Flamer. So let's do the standard blast. I don't think that flayed one will be able to reach me. Come on, show me the... Damn it, he can reach me? Okay, that sucks. I didn't think I was far enough forward for him to reach. But, you know, hopefully the fire and the smog and everything, he'll be fine. But he's probably going to get stuck in combat and be a real, like, hindrance. He probably won't be able to shoot again. So, I don't know. I think I goofed. And, okay, they do get to reach the servitor on turn 1, which is annoying. But it means I can ignore him now. That flayed one's going next as well. Crap. I could try and present a target with our boy here. Oh, I think I can reach him. I think that's probably more important. Then I could probably do that with him as well. Nope, he won't be able to reach. Damn. Alright. And I mean with the +2, obviously. Alright, I'm just going to move here. And we'll see if the flayed one goes for the servitor. Because that would be good. That would be good. Hooray! He didn't go for the destroyer. Although, unfortunately, it means that guy is now probably going to drop between these two. Which is annoying. So he'll be going soon. He'll be going soon. That guy might be going next. And we need to find out. So, let's start attacking him. It's something, you know, it's something. Oh boy. I just hate Tribe Praetorians, man. They're just so tedious. They force you to have to make the worst decisions, you know? Which, okay, you might say that's very smart, but it just takes so much agency away from you. Now, if I go there, I could bounce. I could bounce. That attacks twice, but only do 2 damage because of his armor. Which sucks a bit. So I think we need to do the bounce. I do 2 damage to a bunch of things. Maybe I'll just try and kill this Necron warrior. And I can try and kill him next turn. And yeah, hopefully when he moves, we'll kill him. Alright, what's he going for? Okay, he wants to kill the Electro Priest. Alright. It's annoying, but... And we're down. And then he still gets to shoot. And now that flayed one is going to kill our Rust Stalker. Almost certainly. Which really sucks. And we've got that guy to kill as well. But yeah, we're going to lose basically our whole force on this first fight, which is really annoying. I need him to have some cognition left. So he can hopefully do something. If he can react to one of these two, that would be good, but I don't know. And he's going to go for the 2. Yep, of course he is. So now the Catapult Destroyer is stuck in combat. None of his attacks have pistol. So he has to try and run away in order to hit these guys. Which would obviously be awful. And he can't even get in this gap. Big units are the most annoying. Alright, if I go over here... Right. If I go over here, I can hit these 2. And then, can I do anything about that guy? Probably not. Probably not. I can provoke him, actually. So you know what? I think I can save these boys. So we'll do that. I can then destroy them both. Marvellous stuff. Then I can provoke him, so he has to come fight me, which will give 2 attacks of opportunity, which will probably kill him. Cool. And I can analyze as well to make sure he dies. And then, yeah, those 2 are going to be a pain to take down. So we have to take a hit on the Catapult Destroyer to back up to shoot these 3, but he will get 3 kills in a single attack, which is pretty cool. So he is going to launch on the Servitor, which is he's probably going to die. Yeah. At least we got an attack off of dying, but still, we're basically losing all our Servitors. And we need to deal with that guy too, who we're sort of stuck in combat with, which is very annoying. There we go. I mean, 2 damage is kind of nice, you know? But, doesn't do us much good. Alright, reinforcements. We can deploy 3 more people, which is basically everyone. Christ. Okay, Rust Stalker can chase that guy down, perhaps? I think he'll have him. And I'm not sure what. Maybe just some servitors over there. Because, I mean, those 2 are both going to die, though they will get an attack of opportunity, which is annoying. In fact, if I move to this side, I can probably kill them and then flame him. But either way, he's going to have to move, which is annoying. Or is he? Because actually... Ooh, are you going to be able to reach? What is your movement? So the Servitor has 8 movement, so he has 10 total. 11. Okay, so they can move a little further, so even with the +2, he should be able to reach. In fact, if I go there, you can reach him, right? So we could kill him, and then he could kill the Necron warrior. Or actually, we could just kill him and then be in range. Oh, it's a flayed one, not a Necron warrior. Alright, fine. We'll still shoot him with that, but then we can shoot him too. Probably with the overcharged one, because it'll be ages before we can get over here. So I think we're in a good-ish spot, perhaps. So, gonna be that jerk. This jerk first, so I should attack with him, just so we have another attack on him, really. Alright, 1 damage, and then, yeah, he'll die. But then he'll get another attack off. So it's the best I can do. It's the best I can hope for. So, the Rust Stalker... So wait, who's it next? So it's, yeah, that guy next, then it'll be that flayed one, that'll be that flayed one. So, easy. Easy peasy squeezy lemon. So let's get you over here. And then I can use the... yeah, we can't kill him, so I have to use the... Oh, actually, wait, can I? Bypass his armor. Ooh, okay, we have a 50-50 chance to kill that guy. Crap. If I can kill them both, he can use all of his attacks on him. which would be pretty nice. Not that I really need to use all of them. You know what? You know what? I'll just set him on fire. It doesn't matter. So I'll just use the transonic blades to have a way higher chance of killing him. There we are. Absolutely fine. Alright. So he can move out now. Or, well, he can shoot with fire to get rid of the flamed one and blast him with the big blasty boy. And yeah, we lose him, but he attacks, so, you know, another 1 damage. Bit rubbish, but it is what it is. So that flayed one is going to go next, which means you need to go next. So, let's get you with the flamer. It'll do 2 damage. And then can I reach that guy here? Yes, I can. Hooray. Flamer. You didn't hit him because that counted as cover for the flamer. Are you kidding me with this? Christ, this game is so annoying. Because you can't see red on an area that's on fire, so it just doesn't communicate whether you can hit a target or not. That's so annoying. So frustrating. Alright, so, is it him next? Yeah, it's him next. I mean, he's going to go attack him, right? So we're going to get him with the attacks of opportunity anyway. So I don't need to worry about him yet. I may as well just run over here and start trying to chop this guy up with, ooh, yeah, it's maybe. Although +1 minimum damage against small targets, so we do at least 4. So yeah, we got it's a 50-50, basically. Oh, does it have to be a 50-50? Should be better than that. But it isn't. Because, you know, we goofed on this one. Alright, we got it. We did 3 twice. Good. Alright, more data acquire. If I can one-shot the Scorpec Destroyer, that'd be great. Everything's in the way, though. There we go. Done. Done and done. Right, let's move you guys out of the way. Alright, a bit more data acquire, then we'll move you out of the way, then he can just sort of move into this gap and then charge him when he gets the chance. And you can just get out of the way. Processing. Cool. So, let's move you... Oh, that doesn't cost cognition, because most of where he's moving is not extra cognition costing. Interesting. Sure, and we can't do that this turn, but next turn we can, so perfect. Alright. More reinforcements. Okay, we have literally 1 squad left. That's it. We have 1 squad. That is horrendous. And yeah, I want the enemy to move first so we can get everyone on him. Alright, good. So we have 8 data acquire. So yeah, he's very dead. If this doesn't kill him, then we can still get him with the axe, so there he goes. Oh, victory, thank God. Those stupid Triarch Destroyers. Like, you just have to pay a tax. You basically just have to go, alright, here's 4 of my units, have fun, you know? I'll just throw 4 of my units in the bin and we can skip it, yeah? So we can recruit another servitor, which isn't a bad idea. Extra cognition is kind of fun. This sacrifices a unit. We don't need to do that. Let's get another servitor. We did get all of our other servitors for free, so... And we have a 734 requisition, so it's fine. Life signs nil, probable cause blockage by spacecraft heat shielding, awaiting orders. Data reap. Interface with remaining data medium to the transport's guidance cogitators. Find any information about what it contains. Open the transport as soon as possible to render aid. I mean, I'll just end up having a bunch of units damaged, I think. Tends to be how it goes. But there might be someone to rescue in there. Leave the crashed transport unexplored. Rescuing survivors is not part of the current mission, and the unknown contest may pose a risk. Yeah, let's data reap, because we can spare some time. Interface achieved. Partial data medium accessed. Parent ship, Sword of Isidis, confirmed destroyed. Passengers 2, deceased, deceased. Elevated rad levels inside craft. Beyond human tolerances.
Nothing to recover. A negative discovery. But preferable to opening the craft hastily and losing combat effectiveness to rad leak injuries.
Alright, we got cognition, that's the one. I was like, cogitatants? What we... How does words? How does I English? What be language? Hark not the aliens' words. No, so I swear. Okay, I was just making a joke. They weren't alien words. Okay, don't cook me. Right, let's have a look. We have Row. Good start, and we have 3 of these jerks, and oh wow! Okay, this is the first time we've seen a Locust Heavy Destroyer. That's exciting. Genuinely, that's nice. Do you know what? It's because it's something new, and we haven't seen anything new in 10 hours, so, you know, pretty cool. Do we just keep blasting at each other? Is that what we're going to do? Just keep shooting each other? Might be funny. These 3 are just going to be an absolute pain in the ass. Alright, servitors for days. Sounds great. Let's put a servitor over there to waste his time for now. I'll stick a Cataphrone Destroyer back there. Servitor there too. And, I mean, we could put something else that isn't crap out. I guess a Sicarian Ruststalker can hide in the background, yeah? And we'll have Row out front. He'll get attacked 3 times and die. Don't get attacked 3 times and die. Thanks. And here he comes. Oh, is he going to do his little jump attack and then attack me twice more? Because that's fair. Yeah, alright, so Row's going to be... Okay, Row blocked that. Didn't block that one, though. Alright, good. This is perfect. Now we can, something. Gain armor, I suppose. That will also do expose, so I don't need to use analyze. Well, I can use that every turn anyway. Can you doubly expose someone? Can you make someone really exposed? I wonder. We do start with 2 data acquire. So I can still hit him with that, but that seems a bit of a waste. I kind of want someone else to land here. But if he's going to have a turn before him next turn, maybe I do just need to sit tight. But I also know that I can't get these guys to this chap. Oh, I can get you to here, though. So I guess that works. I mean, they might land there, though, which would be annoying, but I guess it is just a servitor. So let's just start wailing on this guy. Sure. Alright, so what are you going to do? You're going to shoot over here. Oh, for crying out loud. Really? Really? Okay. That's cool that you can just do that on turn 1. Christ. Alright, servitor, keep him busy. And I know, there's other stuff I could move first, but... In fact, I should have just moved one of them, because these guys are going to kill all 3 now, aren't they? Processing. Probably. Christ. Ugh. I'm so done. I'm so done with this game. I just want to do the story. I want to see the story. This is nothing. This is just to make time pass. It's so frustrating. Alright, let's get you over here, I guess. Cool. Alright, what are you jerks gonna do? And he's gonna go for the servitors, isn't he? Yeah, he's gonna kill these 2. Yeah, there they go. I mean, they do both get to attack him, but, I mean, 2 damage isn't really worth losing all of them. At least I don't think so. I kind of want another one of them to land over here, ideally. And right now, I don't have enough turns left to wait for that guy. Means both of these guys are going to have to act first. I'm going to get him over here, I suppose. I can move him forward and flame him, I suppose. Alright. Well, won't quite kill him, but... Oh, we have 1,000,000 cognition, because I've just not been using it. So much for his data acquire, I suppose. And yeah, that guy. Yeah, I don't know. I could overcharge the plasma culverin. But apparently not. Apparently that's not going to give me a good spot. So I'll just do that. That's him down. We still need to kill him. And then where's he going to go? Come on, go attack Row already. Nope, he's going for the servitor. That's annoying. So I waited for quite a long time to let Row... Oh, and he still gets to move after that ability. That is insane. Like, they have every ability. It's so dumb. Like, it's absolutely insane. They get to move after doing the little jumpy thing. And after attacking. Like, it's madness. It is absolute madness how much flexibility they have. They do just get to... They basically just get to do, like, 10 damage to you every turn. It's pathetic. It's so frustrating. And, like, what... I hate him. I just hate him. It just strikes me as such a crappy design. So I kind of want to charge him next turn with the Song of the Implacable, which means I do need to kill him in a hurry, which is annoying. I guess I could just provoke him, couldn't I? Yeah, I can't reach him with that. Yeah, I guess I'm going to have to provoke him. And screw it, I'll analyze him, I suppose. And I'll get him with the heavy Omniscient Axe. I'll provoke him, he'll give me some more armor, we'll get our defense back. We've basically healed already. Alright, 3 damage there, lovely. And I don't know, I guess that'll do. There's still 2 Praetorians left, madness. Alright, I can still place these 2 down. So I'll get you and you over here so you can both dive on top of that guy. Yep, that's fine. Blocked. In fact, it did no damage at all. I guess just, yeah, the armor ate all the damage. So there we go. That's great. Love that he couldn't do that again. Now, how do I kill him in a hurry? Who's next? It's going to be him next. That is a weapon action. I could just move. I could just run off. And let him attack of opportunity me. I don't think it's even a problem. Because we're just going to... Oh, he still did 2 damage. Apparently that ignores armor, but the other thing he did didn't. I don't know. Only 4 damage with that. Damn, we rolled really low. It only puts up your max damage, so there is still a chance that you just don't kill it. You know, you just don't do the damage up to your data quire. But that's good. You know, he'll probably try and move. In which case, these 2 will finish him off. Could also defense down him so my servitor can do some damage. I'll just get rid of that 1 extra defense. And yeah, the servitor was able to kill him. Cool. Alright. Now, I might be able to hit them both, but... Oh, and that will provide cover even though the floor does go red? Okay, that is going to do 2 damage, maybe? Maybe? I don't know. Okay, it did. It did. I don't know why that... I guess the angle was different from the last time we tried that. I don't know. Let's supercharge this. So we can hit them both. He's got the health left. Sure. That's okay. Nothing to worry about. And those 2 were just watching. But I mean, we made it. We made it through. Okay, victory. Thank Christ. Can we do a story mission now, please? A man may die yet still endure if his work enters the greater work. Too right, I'm always saying that. We have a bunch more requisition. So much requisition. It's kind of ridiculous. But we will get some tech now. We can get some more technologies. So that'll be nice. We can actually do some kind of, like... We can advance in some way after this mission, which is good. When thou desires to discourse purely, use binary.
Following the successful execution of your objectives, strategic calculations have been dramatically revised.
Then the deployment of the intervention clade was just...
Yeah, it's the same lines you said so many times! Please, release me.
Waiting, I went to the Medicaid facility and found none there living. All within had been butchered from menial to tech priest, teared apart and dismembered. A vile mockery of dissection.
Okay, well, we're all proud of you, but, you know, I'd have preferred if you left them alive, Videx. No, not me. I am but a humble egg.
Was there any trace of Jepka?
None, Magos, aside from the remnants of the radiation that accompanies it. I surmise the purpose of the slaughter was an examination of the bodies, as the chirurgeon might perform in an anatomy theater. The Xenos pursued the secrets of human anatomy. No doubt the better to destroy it.
I really feel like this game would be like... It would get an extra point, right? It'd be an extra point out of 10 if these events that lead to story missions if they were actually story missions that you could play. Because actually being on that journey with Videx would be so much more interesting than the thing we just did. And we've had this happen before, when I'm just like, hang on, why are we doing that mission? The thing that's being described to us, you know, by a interesting voiced character that I want to get to know better, they sound like they've had a way more interesting time than what we were doing. And that's happened multiple times. And it does make me feel like they just didn't have the budget to make that many bespoke missions. And so they just had to be like, okay, then we'll just have like, you know, random mission X. You know, one of the procedural missions just appear at that point, and they can just do that as an assignment, and we can, you know, we can feed into the larger story elements there. But like, this is what I was talking about before, when I was saying like, it would be nice if there were more excuses to play more characters, whereas right now we can just cycle between 3 and everything's fine. But when it suddenly says, no, this character needs to be doing that thing, if you actually had to go on a mission, then you would need to level them up so you'd have more incentive to do other missions, you know, with those characters. So I think it'd be really interesting. I think there'd be so much more interest there. But like, I feel like they just didn't have the budget to do these missions, and they feel so absent from the game, you know? Those like opportunities to really mix things up, or to learn about the characters, even if it's like quite a generic mission. When it comes down to like the game board, you know, if you have your characters discussing what they found and all the rest of it, that would be way more interesting, you know. There'd be more art assets to look at, and it would help round out the world. And unfortunately, that's just completely absent.
What was done with the remains?
A complete picked record was made, followed by catechism forensic for your perusal. They were then consecrated and ritually incinerated to guard against spiritual and radiological contamination. I like this sort of pictures, or it didn't happen. You know, but still, we don't get to see the pictures. We don't even get to see the pictures. So like, we don't even get that bit of world building of like, oh wow, this is one of their like medical facilities or whatever. That's cool. It would have been interesting to have explored that, but like, we get nothing. It's so sad.
Location remains unknown. Good work, Lector Dogmatis. But there is much more to come.
And like, I know I'm being very like down on this game at the moment. I am enjoying it. I think it's a really well-made game. I think it's good. There's some obvious flaws when it comes to communication that I think, you know, really need to be ironed out and seem quite easy to iron out over the next few patches. Just like making sure that like damage is represented properly, because it isn't always. I think that would be nice. You know, little things like that. But yeah, I feel like they had this huge scope and they couldn't quite fill it with enough stuff, and this is evidence of that. It's I'm sad at the wasted opportunity, not because I think this game is like rubbish, but it overstays its welcome because they clearly created those bounds of like, oh, it's gonna last this long, you know, and they weren't able to fill it with enough of that, like, you know, they weren't able to put enough meat on the bones, unfortunately. But great bones. But we got to have these juicy bits where we get to watch Videx like egg out over a bunch of, you know, crazy findings that he could yell heresy at. It'd be really fun. It'd be great to see the characters reacting to things rather than reporting on things, because it's just weak, you know. But it really does feel like they had this incredibly overly ambitious project and they just couldn't meet that ambition because of like budget or time or whatever. I think that's a real pity. I think that's a real pity, because this is clearly way more ambitious than the first game. But a lot of people notice there's a lot of stuff that's sort of been carved out for the sake of streamlining things, which I'm fine with. I think Mass Effect 2 is better than Mass Effect 1, right? I'm sure a lot of the two people watching this, a lot of the people watching this probably played those games and went, oh yeah, they took out a lot of the faff for the second game and it was way easier to play. It was way more fun having to not sort through 800 weapons to find the best one to equip. You know, that stuff is great. Streamlining is good. You know, I don't even care about the linear stuff instead of the dungeon crawling stuff, as long as the choices you make are you know, matter enough. But I think just so much stuff has been taken out and it wasn't replaced with enough character and stuff. It's sad. It's a shame. It's a shame. But you know, I do like it, but it should have ended 10 episodes ago and it would have been like chef's kiss, amazing. I mean, there's 2 campaigns. There's a Necron campaign as well. Can you imagine if they didn't do the Necron campaign? They just added all of that effort into making this campaign really, really meaty. Would have been amazing. I think it would have been really good. I don't think anyone was expecting a second faction to be able to play as, you know. But, like, yeah, it's the ambition. They couldn't meet the ambition. But anyway, we got a new augmentation for Videx. I mean, good for him, obviously. I suppose we should look at it. It wasn't one of them. It wasn't that. That's what he starts with. It was this. So, oh yeah, that's divination. So you can be immune to an attack, which is really cool. Or you can inflict immobilize on enemy units in a target area. That has the potential to be really powerful, especially if it's like an area that you've set on fire or something. An area that you've set on fire and is in range of the Magna Rail Lance that can pierce enemies. That could be a really cool combo. But I think just making him, just having divination on somebody, I think is pretty great. Generally, I think it's quite easy to sort of see the benefit of. Inflict damage on enemy units with what now? The ritual. What? Oh no, you just gain a new ability that lets you shoot people for 3 cognition. For guaranteed 6 damage, which is good. That's a lot of cognition. And we never have that because we're always spending 2 a piece to have people, you know, do double things. Each time 3 units under Videx's command gain illumination, Videx gains it for a turn, which is nice too. But, oh, that doesn't have cooldown, so as long as you have... Yeah, okay. After he completes a ritual, which he doesn't have. Electro priests get that ritual for cheaper. That's kind of fun. Or galvanic discharge. If you kill an enemy with galvanic discharge, you get illumination. That's pretty cool. But again, so many of his attacks rely on having a crap load of cognition, which he doesn't necessarily have. Okay, this allows him to get motive force as a ritual, which would then make that do something. Doesn't cost much cognition either. For each defense point Videx has, grant 1 energized stack to all allied units in a radius. That's pretty cool. Or for each defense point Videx has, he gains 2 energized stacks. So wow, he can get like mad powerful. And energize is just +1 damage, not +1 max damage. So it's a guarantee of damage, which is good. That's pretty cool. Let's give him a ritual and let's do +1 damage on that. So he'll get energized stacks for each defense he's got, which he does have an electro defense as well. And then that'll also translate into doing even more damage with the Magna Rail Lance. That sounds fun. That sounds exciting. Let's do that. Kepra gets to level up. Good for you, Kepra. I mean, there's a million things we wanted to get for her. But I don't know what necessarily. Skitari Alpha, Sicarian Precepts, and Skitari Marshals, including her unique one, will gain +1 HP. Skirmish deployment up. Both of those are bloody useful just to get more troops out with her. I do like that. This grants focused, or we can heal more. Or we can do both, actually. We can have it heal more and focus people, which I like. The Electro Probe can do more damage. I like that as well. So I have another way doing focused. That will also do exposed on enemies, which is kind of like focused. What were these ones again? +1 defense or hit points. I mean, that's nice. Sicarian Princeps will gain connected at the start of each skirmish as well. That's nice. We do have that other weapon. Do you want to try that one? It does radiation. It has 6 range, 5 range. So that has slightly better range, which I think makes it better. And we can put its range up further. Increased duration of statuses inflicted by this unit by 1 round. I mean, do we... I never even noticed that run out, you know? Bypassing armor would be nice. But yeah, I think we'll equip that weapon, and then I think we'll do the extra HP, maybe? We'll do the extra damage on the probe. Screw it. I mean, she's great. I don't think she needs any leveling up. I think she does absolutely fine on her own. Loads of choices to make for Scaevola. Extra hit points might be nice. Multiple uses for the Litany of the Ancient Matrix, so people can power up further. It will cost more cognition, obviously. Costs HP instead of cognition. Ow! You know, unless there's ways to heal, it feels a bit annoying. If a unit is killed by the weapon action, it triggers a matrix explosion. Inflicts 2 damage on each unit in melee range. And forbidden knowledge, so if you have 3 cognition, it does an additional damage. That's pretty cool. That will also do empowered if you have 5 cognition. Interesting. God, you need a lot of cognition, don't you? You can inflict impeded or chain matrix explosions. When a unit killed by a matrix explosion dies, it does another one. That's pretty fun. That is quite exciting. Yeah, this is absolutely mental. What's the other one? Deafening Dirge of Steel. Generate 1 cognition point at the cost of HP. Cost 2 HP. Has multiple uses, so you can just keep burning your HP. Costs 1 fewer HP. Activating this canticle kills the user, generate 1 additional point. Wow. That's nuts. 10% chance to gain illumination each turn. Interesting. Gains unstable upload, which triggers Xenorite instability. Inflicts damage on a random unit somewhere on the battlefield. Okay, so every time you do that, somebody takes damage. I mean, it costs you health points, though. God, what a weird one. What a weird ability. Okay, I mean, I think it's interesting. I think it's interesting that all you guys can start spending HP. Do we have a way to heal? I don't think we do. Oh, I got another gun there, the Eradication Ray, which I remember being quite fun, I think. Or am I just remembering it from... I think I'm remembering the Eradication Ray from Demon Hunters rather than Mechanicus 1. Oh, I don't bloody know. Have extra hit points. And the axe can do more damage. Actually, you know what? This stuff is always useful. Gain Archaeotech fragments. If you reach max vigilance level. That's kind of fun. If you really kick the nest, you get rewards for it. When Ro uses a skill, they can set up +1 data acquire. That's nice. He needs +1 max damage for his charge attack, which is kind of nice. Strong defense. Defense can't be bypassed. That's pretty useful. Let's just do that. Really make him a lot sturdier. That'll do, I think. Cool. And we can make our Castellan robots and Cataphrone destroys cheaper. So we do have Shrine of Knowledge now. True Grit for Cataphrone destroys. I don't know what that does, but let's have it. Let's have it. Arc Grenades for Sicarian Infiltrators. That sounds useful. Let's get that. I mean, we had 19 points to spend, I think. So we can get literally everything, but I still want to see what they are. Grant the squad officer special trait upon recruitment. Oh yeah, I'll have all the... just a little bonus for everyone deployed, which is cool. The maximum possible rank for Toraxi units is increased. So they'll get unique stuff now, which is cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Increased maximum possible rank for Electro Priests. Very nice. I don't know if it'll apply to the free ones as well. We can unlock a Marshal. Do we want to unlock a Marshal? Why not? Why not? They seem pretty good. With that little bark that gives everyone extra damage. More requisition. I mean, of course we need more requisition. Increase the number of directives you can select at a waypoint by 2. What? To 2. So I think that's the ones where it's like, do you want to heal your guy, recruit a new unit, whatever. So you can pick 2 of those now. So that's pretty huge, actually. That's pretty massive to sort of regroup. Fun. And that's everything. We still have 4 Archaeotech fragments. We still have 4. Crazy. Absolutely mad. Right. So, critical path, or... oh, we've got to do a defense. We have 3 turns to do it, though, but it means I will need to do it at some point. They're usually a pretty big mission, aren't they? Let's start the critical path. I want to do a story. I want to do a story. Ro has a augment point. No, he doesn't. It just these stay here even when they're worthless. It's very annoying. So critical path.
Acquiring targets.
Kepra. Will unlock something for Captrix. Well, I don't care. Captrix can stay home. Investigate the laboratory shrine of a tech priest specializing in exotic radiation to aid in the hunt for Grand Vizier Jebka. Okay, laboratory shrine, huh? Cool. There's going to be enemies. I mean, if you hover over them, it doesn't even tell you what they are. But I think that's the little wizard. This could be anything. Could literally be a zoom of anything. I think that might be one of them big bugs. It might be a big bug. That looks like a big bug, though, so I don't know what that is. Why doesn't it just tell you the names of them when you hover on them? It's crazy. Crazy. Come on, game. You gotta meet me halfway.
It pleases us not that the cryptek Joker has remained a step ahead of our efforts to corner it. The alien mocks us with its brazen continuation of existence. Troubling indeed. Its distinctive trace radiation should aid in tracking it, but even in this we are obstructed. I have conducted extensive rites of comprehension, and yet the data omens offer no more illumination. We require an expert in the subject. Magos Faradov has established a laboratory shrine some way outside Ex Veritas. He has no equal in the study of exotic radiation.
How has this Faradov suggested we proceed?
Attempts to contact his laboratory shrine have failed. All evidence points towards the conclusion that an undesirable event has befallen him. The intervention clade must enter the laboratory shrine and recover all Faradov's data, and Faradov himself, if he is alive.
They make it sound like he might have trod on some Lego. Okay, so, well, we are down on architect fragments again, so let's do that. And that'll do. So, a bunch of other stuff can be leveled up now. Sicarian Rust Stalkers. We're already there. Electro Priest at a little higher level. So, let's see. You got, Flesh is weak. After Fanatical Devotion is triggered, unit can avoid being exterminated. Yeah, okay. So that is something they don't all have. That is an upgrade, isn't it? No escape, unlimited number of opportunity attacks. I mean, that's just their normal thing, isn't it? But yeah, so that's something that the unique ones have, and then they generally don't. So I couldn't keep track. I thought that was a basic Electro Priest thing, but it wasn't. So we obviously want you with extra range and defense in cover. Love that. Big fan. You have higher defense instead. You also have better movement, which is nice, but not when you're not really moving. I guess you could flee better. We could bring a bunch of servitors. I mean, a bunch of Vanguard would be nice. Because Vanguard are good. Okay, True Grit. Okay, that's important. True Grit is a pistol trait. So we unlock True Grit for our Cataphront destroyers, which means they can use their flamers and other guns in melee. So we don't have to worry about them getting bogged down anymore, which is really, really good. So if, you know, Praetorians dive on top of them, as long as they can survive the hits, which, you know, they've got pretty good defense and stuff. Well, armor and things, and a lot of health, you know. If they can survive that, then they can just blast them to bits from melee range, which is actually a big, big deal. So I love that. They've also got the Rad Aura, so if you're standing next to an enemy. So I guess that happens on the enemy's turn, the end of the enemy's turn. But that's if they stay in melee with you. So I guess if they come for us, they'll do that. But the pistol and rad saturation combo means they can just run up on people and shoot them, which is cool. So I like that. And then we have 2 spaces left. 2 spaces left. I mean, we could bring a second Marshal. Canticles used by this unit cost -1 cognition point. Wow. So, okay, he can actually... he'll probably start connected. Or he can get connected pretty quickly, but it means he can just give himself +1 damage every turn. Which is very cool. Because he gets focused if you're already connected, remember? And that only costs 1, so we may as well bring that. And then we'll bring an Electro Priest. Or a single Servitor to get us a bit of cognition. Should we try that? Should we try that? I mean, the Rangers are really perfect for that anyway. I think maybe I'll bring this random Electro Priest that has Flesh is weak. And yeah, the gloves are great for finishing enemies off. They really are. If we've downed a lot of enemies, they can blast them. The Vanguard, obviously, the radiation's good for downing enemies that are, you know... If you get the kill with the Vanguard, then they're going to be irradiated, or you can stand next to them. So maybe we don't need that at all. Maybe that's just not something we need. So maybe we just go for a bigger hit that does defense down. Because, yeah, that's going to be better against armored targets, isn't it? And no escape is quite nice. You know? We can put them next to something. I'll try it. I'll try it. Yeah, I'll be fine. Okay, yeah, good. Let's start. And I know this is probably going to be a long episode, but I want to get into the story missions. Investigate the laboratory shine. Perfect. I can words. Let's get to it. Necron. We haven't been able to like fight any dwarfs or anything in a while either. There's some options for some variety in combat for a while, and that sort of disappeared quite abruptly as well, didn't it? Protect the shield of the mind, the body will be shielded thereby. Power readings negative, comm channel silent.
A pious laboratory should be full of activity. Perform a wider scan.
See, this is cool. Unknown energy traces and rad signatures detected. Magnitude minimus non-human presence.
We shall assume the worst. Storm the nave of the laboratory and eliminate any hostiles. Then we can learn what has become of our radiation expert.
Okay. Alright, so it's a canoptic spider, so that's new. So I think we're up against two different kinds of bug. So that's cool. That's fun. Well, 3, because we've got them too. And yeah, wizard. A couple of immortals. Fine. Cool. Shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, this is cool. Look, like bespoke art. Like, unique environment. Look at this. This is cool. This is cool as hell. Like, this is what I want. I want more of this, please. All this unique stuff. So yeah, combat might be sort of the same old combat. But you get to have this cool world building. You can see these unique environments. Something that can inspire the imagination, you know? Just, it's great. We need that. And there's our poor boy. Or is that just a random Skitari? That might be a random Skitari. Could be the tech priest. Who can say? Who can say? It's impossible to know. Rangers. And then Vanguards. I'd like to be able to see their movement, but it doesn't show you their movement. It does show you fun little flying glyphs, though. We got the Marshal over here. He can buff everyone. Nice and early. We'll have a Fulgurite Electro Priest hang out on the side. I mean, there's probably going to be more missions here, aren't there? Probably. Probably. Let's get, and we do have a second Marshal. I'll save him. I'll save him for another time. Let's get Kepra back here. I mean, I don't really want to get shot at, but we should get a couple of events where we can heal her and get cognition, or, you know, heal her and sacrifice someone to lower the vigilance meter or something. We should have options. God, 2 more people to deploy. I mean, I could just say no, but it'd be a waste, wouldn't it? Because I have to hope that guy doesn't have loads of, like, AoE attacks, I suppose. So, I don't know, more Vanguards. We'll just make sure everything is a wasteland. Sure. Sure. Okay. So what's your range? Not great. These guys, we do want to bog down quickly, which makes this a little awkward for us. So yeah, we can move a little further forward, but it's not great, is it? So I could just do this. We could just start whittling them down. But yeah, fun to see a Canoptic Spider though. We're seeing a couple new units today, which is good. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And then we can back off. Which doesn't seem like a bad idea to me. Alright, he goes first, and he's going to heal the Immortal. Which, honestly, I'm happy with him spending his time doing that. It just doesn't bother me. Let's do that too. Nice. And then we're going to back up. I didn't make a connection. That was stupid. Control Edict. So all these guys can get bonus damage. I think might not be a bad idea. We can see when these two enemies are going. So we know that these guys can get some extra shots into them. Nice. So they're handled. Excellent. We can supercharge this, so we can hit them both. That's not a bad idea. It means we won't have anything else to do for a little while, but I don't think that'll matter.
Receiving.
I think I might want to get that guy a priority target first. Yeah, I think I might want to make them a priority target first. And I could optimize imperative, but that's only going to apply to 2 units, because we're a bit... I'm an idiot, basically. If I make that guy a priority target, our Electro Priest might be able to get on top of him. These guys are going to be so, like, in the middle of a shooting line that I don't think we need to care. You can't quite reach them. That's annoying. How about now? Okay, there we go. Make him a priority target for the Electro Priest. And then... do I spend a bit of cognition? Okay, I can hit them both, so I will. Okay, that got blocked, but we now know a bit about him. Let me shoot him again, and then these guys can kill him. So that's fine. You sit tight, I think. I won't use optimized imperative yet. So, yep, that'll kill him. Done. I think they're both irradiated, so they'll be dead on each of their turns. Then we just need to blast that spider, which might be a little tricky. Might be a little tricky. But, in fact, Kepra should be able to blast that to bits, because she'll get illumination next turn. So she can absolutely obliterate that. Not much point. Not much point overcharging now. I'll just shoot normally. Only 2 damage. Bit grim. Alright, they are dealt with. Let's make a connection. And yeah, the last couple of attacks are just going to be the 2 scarabs. So we'll have ages to kill them. And yeah, if Kepra goes early next turn, all of these guys will get that bonus damage in, which would be nice. Oh, you can't quite reach. Oh, that's disappointing. He'd have to go early on the next turn to get ahead of him, I think. Because yeah, he's going to go soon. So I might do Kepra first to run over here and kill him. Because she should be able to reach. And then our Electro Priest can run over here to deal with the spider. And yeah, we can make him a chosen boy, and then, yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I could also have this chap run out. And we start whittling down this Chronomancer as well. Nice. Not bad. Not bad. Oh, we were already linked. My bad. Okay, brilliant. And then, I mean, we can do 5 damage. It'll be 3 damage, really. That's fine. So yeah, we're in a good spot. I think we will have done this without taking any damage, which is fun. So he's going to go first. So we're going to have Kepra go first. And yep, I can actually get to him here. And then maybe kill him, because everything has assault now, so I can kill him. Probably kill him too. Make him a chosen target, whatever it is, priority target. Alright, then I will attack him. Oh wow, he survived. Cheeky. Cheeky little guy. Attack him again. 8 damage that time. Rude. Then I can move there for cognition, which I think gains me something. Oh, lower the vigilance meter. That's cool. And then I can blow it up, maybe. I could then shoot that twice, or I could shoot the spider. Could shoot the spider. Oh, hang on, I made him a priority target. It was already a priority target. Oh, who cares? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Yeah, do I whittle him down? I'll have 2 attacks to shoot him with. I think we can get rid of that with something else. Like, you know, that Vanguard can finish it off. But that should work out great. Optimized imperative. Everyone gets +1 damage because everyone's connected apart from that guy who forgot. He forgot. I didn't forget. He forgot. Don't be ridiculous. And yet, radiation got him. So yeah, Kepra's new gun, actually. I love the radiation damage it does. Really useful. And then you can kill him, probably. Maybe we'll just have a ranger do it. Good stuff. So you can also put your damage up, can't you? Even further, you can get focused. Twice, I think. Oh no, we've got strengthened 2 and focused. And if we don't move, we do 6 damage. Nice. Very nice. Right, Electro Priest. Can't reach. You can reach, though. Man. Oh, wow, that really went flying. Awesome. Alright, then I can not hit that, apparently. Why can't you shoot that? Oh, okay, there we go. That was odd. Sure. Amazing.
These
Flawless
Necrons
victory.
infiltrated the laboratory without alerting the rest of our forces. They knew where and when to strike. Troubling, but not conclusive.
Performing corpse perusal protocol. Corpse perusal protocol, I think, is probably the funniest protocol we've had so far. Corpse perusal. Do you mean loot the bodies? Corpse perusal. Alright, Redditus, you creep. Magos Faradov, not present.
He must be elsewhere. The data archivum may have held out against the Necrons. According to standard construction, it should be more defensible than the rest of the structure. But if the enemy hold it, it is no better than walking into a trap.
Alright, Admiral Akbar. We'll see about that. Not all things that were lost should be rediscovered. Sure. So, we can put 2 now. That's cool, isn't it? That's really, really amazing. We don't need to recruit a new unit. We don't really need to sacrifice a unit to lower vigilance. Although, actually, if we want to get like a 2-cost one, then maybe we just throw away one of the marshals. And then we get more cognition. Sound good? Sure, why not? Assault protocols, undefined, awaiting orders. Purge? Because we can afford it? Maybe that's fun. Employ massed firepower in all-out assault, ignoring any potential survivors. Hilarious. Any Necron forces must be taken by surprise. Check targets. Focus on selecting key targets in the assault's opening moments, at the risk of giving the enemy more warning, or lead by example. As intervention-clad leader, charge in ahead of the force and demonstrate with physical brutality how the cleansing of the foe is to be achieved. It doesn't seem very tactical for her, but also it puts her at risk ahead of her men, and inspires them to, you know, do things. Maybe that's nice. Maybe lead by example, perhaps. Check targets feels a little more tactical, though. Might give the enemy more warning, but hopefully we collect more intel than they do by, you know, focusing on key targets. I think we go check targets, but you guys are going to have to wait for a surprise next episode, because we're actually ending an episode mid-mission here, guys, because we are. So there we go. Deal with it. Guys, if you're enjoying this, please do comment, like, and subscribe. Really do, though. Like, do the liking and everything. It helps. It tells YouTube that my channel isn't dead, even though this series has only 4 people watching it. I am going to finish it, though, okay? Because sunk cost fallacy, frankly. Like, I want to see this through. And, you know, I need everyone telling YouTube that it's worthwhile, basically. So please do smash that like button. Maybe become a member. You know, maybe become a member to help support the channel. Encourage me to, you know, make my channel resemble this dying husk of a Necron man. Alright, just come on. Come on. Lend me your support. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Have a good one.